Hello, I'm Andrea from the Creative Dream Incubator, and this is Creative Dream TV. And this week I want to talk about obstacles, which is the last thing anyone ever wants to talk about. I was having this conversation and people were talking about what they would do if there weren't any obstacles in their way. And they were talking about all of these beautiful, beautiful, amazing things that they would bring to the world. And there was so much freedom and magic and creativity in how they were speaking. It was all so beautiful and magic, and I started thinking more about obstacles, because when I would see people talk about what they would do if there were no obstacles, I could see the possibility. I could see how they can do this thing. It's just, I know it feels like that obstacle is so big, but you can see how the obstacle is actually smaller than the dream, right? Dreams are powerful, big things. And it just seems like the obstacle is big because of your perspective. But the truth is your dream is always so much bigger and so much more powerful. So I was thinking about obstacles, and I was remembering what Joseph Campbell said about how where you stumble, that's where your treasure lies. And I remember the first time that I encountered that, I was really intrigued because I was stumbling, and I obviously will stumble. And I had gotten to the point where I was willing to look more closely at my stumbles and look at where I could do things differently to maybe not stumble so much, or maybe stumble differently. And so I really explored that idea that there's treasure there in the stumble, and I found, of course, that Joseph Campbell was right. That it's not just that there's like usefulness in working through the obstacle, because of course there is, but there is an actual treasure and a gift there for you, that there's something in you that is activated and strengthened and brought to life through the act of you working through the obstacle. It's our obstacles that actually activate our ability to live our dreams. I know we all want to wait until the dream just comes to us, or until it's easy, until it's already there. But the truth is that all the magic and all the possibility, it's all right there in the obstacle. And I sort of thinking back to when I first started exploring that, which is maybe 6 years ago, and to thinking to where I am now and how I stumble differently now. I stumble in different places, but it remains true that whenever I stumble, if I'm willing to stay with it, if I'm willing to really explore the obstacle and figure out what to do with it and about it, and how to move, not necessarily through it, but how to get what I want with it, kind of maybe dance with it for a while and see where that goes. When I'm willing to do that, I activate these qualities in myself that are amazing. Qualities I couldn't activate if everything was always smooth and easy. So I shared a story this past summer. I went on a creative dream retreat. I spent a week at the beach. It was amazing. It was like, perfect weather every day. I was at this new campsite that there weren't a lot of people there. I was like right on the beach. But I was a 5-minute walk away from a cute little coffee shop with awesome coffee, because I don't like to cook while I'm camping, so I was close to like great restaurants and very close to the beach, and just spent that week just like enjoying the beauty of nature and thinking about my dreams and thinking about what I want and thinking about not dreaming bigger but dreaming truer and dreaming sparklier and dreaming deeper. And it was this very, very, very beautiful thing. And then I lost my car keys in the lake. This is like Lake Winnipeg. It's a big lake. There was no finding the keys. My stuff, I'm camping in my little Volkswagen Beetle. All my stuff was in the car. Very luckily, I had taken my wallet and my phone out and left them in my tent, which I normally wouldn't do when I was swimming, but I had done it that day so I could phone people, and I had my wallet and I could still get stuff to eat. And all this stuff happened. I had to move my car because I was leaving that next day and they had people coming in, but I couldn't move my car, and there wasn't a tow truck in town that could move the car because it was too small, and Volkswagen themselves had to make the new key. It couldn't just come from my mechanic. They had to order somewhere and it wasn't going to get there in time, and all these things happened. And the week up until that point had just been bliss, 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 idea, idea, possibility, dreaming, 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 and then all this crap happened. Not to mention some of the people at the campground that I had to deal with were mean. This woman was mean to me. I was in my wet bathing suit. I was cold. It started raining then. It was like the perfect weather was gone once my keys were lost. I was just miserable, and she was being mean to me and telling me to like get my car out of there. And I was like, but I don't know how. Can't you help me? All this stuff happened that activated in me the qualities that I need to bring my new dreams to life. Because all of that dreaming bigger and, well, dreaming truer and dreaming sparkler, all of that stuff that I was doing, all those ideas I was coming up with, I needed new qualities in myself in order to make those real, right? Dreams don't come true from the outside in. Dreams come true from the inside out. You activate new qualities and new strengths and new gifts and new talents so that you can create something new. And I needed to activate a deeper sense of purpose, a deeper sense of knowing, a deeper sense of being willing to stand up for what I know is true. And this little scenario with losing the car keys was exactly the scenario that helped me activate all of that. And then I, worked through it all. I did eventually, come get home with my car. And I got home with my car with all the qualities I needed to bring these new dreams to life. So there really was so much treasure in that stumble. And I found that that's true for every stumble, and it's true for every obstacle. So are you willing to spend some time with your obstacles and actually explore them and find out how they can be your partners in bringing your dreams to life? So I want you to think about that. There's a lot of magic there. How can you partner up with your obstacles and make amazing things happen in your world? I would love to hear from you in the comments, and I will see you again next week.